If you want to get great feedback on your presentation or pitch, you need to ask the right questions of the person giving you that feedback. I think there are 3 really important questions that you should be asking to get really useful, actionable feedback. The first one is what worked? What went right? What was good? And chances are the majority of it was good. It worked. It went well. So many people will go straight to the negative when they want feedback. What went wrong? Actually, let's start with what was good, because chances are, yeah, I say the majority of it probably was good. And yet a lot of people don't hear the positive feedback. They almost just ignore it. Oh, yeah, no, okay, fine, yeah, I'm good, whatever. But tell me about what I can change. It took me some years to accept that actually people seem to like what I do on stage when I'm presenting or pitching. And it was because people were giving me feedback. And I was like, yeah, all right, thanks, but what can I change? And somebody sat me down and said, no, you need to understand this. You're good at this. And it took me a while to really accept that and own that. And I'm not everybody's style, I get that. But you know what? I can own the fact that, yeah, people seem to like my persona on stage. I seem to come across well in presentations and pitches. That's great. And that gives me a really firm basis to build on. So first question, when you're asking for feedback, what worked? What went well? And then listen hard. Second question, what didn't work as well? Now, you notice I'm not saying what was wrong, because it's possible nothing was wrong. Just things could have been better, could have been tightened, could have been tweaked. So I think it's a great second question, is what didn't work? You might want to ask a supplementary question or sort of rephrase it slightly. Say, what could I have done differently? And hopefully the person giving you feedback will make a couple of suggestions of ways you could try it. And if you're getting feedback during the rehearsal process, I would suggest you immediately apply that and try putting them into action. They might say, oh, okay, just try it like this. Okay, or try it like that. Try both. See which works. See which one feels most comfortable. The third important question I think you should ask when you're looking for great feedback is, what was my call to action? Or what was my key message? In fact, you might want to ask both of those because they're both important. I've said in previous videos that you should ask somebody in advance what to give you feedback and warn them that you're going to ask for feedback afterwards. And I think it's perfectly valid to say to them, right, I want to know what works and I want to know what doesn't work. I probably wouldn't prime them to this question of, what did you take away as my key message or call to action? Because then they're going to be listening in a slightly different way and listening out for, okay, what is the key message? Audiences don't really do that. You need to communicate your key message almost to somebody who's not listening properly. So don't pre-prime that question, but say, what did you take away as my key message? Or what to you was the call to action? And see what they come back with. And if it doesn't match your intended key message or call to action, there's a problem. And that's something you can change easily. So 3 questions for great feedback. What worked? What didn't work? Possible supplementary of what can I do differently? And then the third one is, what did you take away as my key message and or call to action? Ask those questions and you should get much stronger, more useful feedback. But don't forget to listen to the good stuff. So many people dismiss it and it's such a shame. There are some really good presenters out there who just don't actually sort of really realize how good they are because they don't listen when people say, well done, that was great. You might even occasionally get people saying, I'm not sure I have any feedback. I've seen presentations and pictures like, that was great. I don't have anything to add. So that can also be really useful feedback. So hopefully that's useful. If you want more tips on presentations, pitches, and certainly giving and receiving feedback on them, please do like and subscribe and explore my YouTube channel while you're here. See you next time.